Slowly but surely, things continue to return across the Disneyland Resort, and today we are at the Disneyland Hotel. As part of their phased reopening process, a buffet has returned, but not just any buffet, a very special one. Let's dive into it. It's time for a Disneyland Dining review. So great to be back with you once more. Hello, everybody. Wade for the Kingdom Report, bringing you all the latest eats, treats, and dining delights at the happiest place on earth. As mentioned, we're here today at the Disneyland Hotel, and all to celebrate the return of a classic. No, Steakhouse 55 is not reopening. I'm talking about right next door to that. Goofy's Kitchen has returned to the Disneyland Hotel for the first time since the pandemic shut everything down. It's part of the phased reopening process, and we are so glad to have it back. As we like to mention in most reviews where restaurants can be complicated to find, at the other end of downtown Disney, furthest away from the theme parks, you'll see the Sorcerer's Hat in front of the Disneyland Hotel. You'll want to go under that and straight down this pathway towards the convention center. If you pass the pool to your left over here, you'll know that you are going the right direction. Just up ahead is the Fantasia gift shop. This is the location that should be on your right, and as soon as you see that, you'll know that the convention center straight ahead or to your left is a Goofy's Kitchen door. Either way, will get you into Goofy's Kitchen. So just keep that in mind. If you've never been back here before, it can be a little confusing. We like to give you that information just in case it's your first time. Goofy's Kitchen is a place that's all about dining with character, except not right now. In fact, Goofy's Kitchen has returned without the characters. I know, it's wild. How can you have Goofy's Kitchen without Goofy? Well, we don't necessarily know where he is. Perhaps he's in the kitchen, finally focused on his craft, finally getting to spend all of his time on making the food instead of running through the restaurant saying hello to everybody. I just don't know. But it's so wonderful just to see Goofy's Kitchen operating again. This is a semblance of normalcy that we've all been waiting for, and it is officially here, and we get to make reservations once again for a place like this. Surprisingly, it is doing a breakfast and a dinner buffet without characters once more. But most reservations are being taken throughout the day, so a popular place, no doubt. When it has characters, it's usually booked out most weekend nights in particular, and then of course during the busiest times of year. But this is something where we're seeing a lot of these reservations gobbled up, at least here in the beginning. So we'll see how this fares moving forward. They do mention to you at check-in, as soon as you log in via your Disneyland app saying I'm here, that there are no characters involved in your meal. So they make sure you're very clear and have a good understanding that they will not be coming to your table because they're not here right now. You do get to take a photo still at the PhotoPass stop before you go in. In fact, you see the photographer there just sort of waiting for people. It's a free digital download that they will scan to your app, and you don't have to worry about a thing. It comes with the meal, so it's something that if you want to get the family together and take a photo, you certainly can. Hey, let's dive into the buffet. There's a lot at this place and so much to showcase. I think we'll go right on over and see what's being offered. Again, I mentioned to you so many offerings at Goofy's Kitchen Dinner Buffet, and far more than you'll find, say, even over at Storyteller's Buffet at the Grand Californian Hotel and Spa. I started out trying to be healthy, at least at first, with my plate here. A hefty salad that I made, complete with ranch dressing, as well as my purple cauliflower. Can't beat that. I also got some spring rolls mixed in with my celery and my veggie sticks. I will say, spring rolls, quite possibly the standout on that plate. They do like to remind everybody that when you go up to get your food, you do need to be wearing a face covering as of right now. And then as soon as you sit down, you can pop it right back off. My first main entree plate was here, and I grabbed myself the inside-out quesadilla. Can I tell you, I was shocked at how good this was. It's very minimal, it's very basic, and it was so good. The Impossible pasta ended up really being a standout as well. Having a great track record, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Impossible meat at the resort. I'm not a vegetarian, I'm not somebody that seeks out Impossible meat, but they're using it in more dishes, and that is absolutely worth trying. It is delish. Next up, I grabbed myself some roasted vegetables, and of course, a classic when it comes to this buffet, the peanut butter and jelly pizza. And in addition to that, Frito pie. Yeah, the Frito pie and some turkey here. Definitely the standout was the Frito pie. Of course, chicken nuggets are a staple. I got that off the kids' buffet. And the PB&J pizza, not bad. I seem to have bad memories of it for some reason. Really, it turned out to be just fine. Nothing I was excited about, and certainly nothing that I'm going to get every time I visit, but it did the trick. It was peanut butter, it was jelly on a slab of some pretty basic dough. That's about it. I did get a s'mores slice of pizza here. This ended up being really good. Probably should have saved it for dessert. But I got to tell you, that ended up being a standout to me as well. I didn't think I had any more room left until I remembered something. You bet I remembered who I was, and I was off to that dessert buffet. And there's so many options in this dessert buffet. Strawberry shortcake, anyone? A summer's delight you can have there. Why not? Perhaps some tiramisu, the biggest sliced tiramisu I think I've ever seen. Creme brulee, they've got that too. Or if you're not in the mood for any of that, how about some iconic worms and dirt, ladies and gentlemen? And even if none of that tempted you, there is an entirely different side to this buffet island. Let's check that out, why don't we? Because there's so many things to choose from. Macaroons, anyone? Maybe you're into lemon cake. If you're not, there's also cookies, chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, they got them here. Peach cobbler, yes indeed, especially when it's fresh and hot like that. Absolutely. Or maybe you're a chocolate cake fan. You like to keep it real basic. Also some monkey bread, which is like a glorified cinnamon roll. Not too bad. This location is also known for its terrific sundae bar. In fact, you can get any sort of candy you want and load up your sundae with all kinds of candy. There's also chocolate, vanilla, and swirl as your ice cream choices, cones, cups, and Ghirardelli chocolate fudge and caramel to choose from. My plate ended up looking like this. I got myself some peach cobbler right alongside a lemon bar. In addition to that, I thought, because it just looked so darn pretty, the strawberry shortcake, I had to. That ended up being the standout on the plate. I will get the strawberry shortcake again. Monkey bread, not as good as I remember. Won't be getting that anytime soon moving forward. I did also make myself a sundae. Have to share with you. Put the Ghirardelli hot fudge in the base. Then I added Reese's Pieces on top of that, and then poured on some of the very best vanilla soft serve I've had at the resort. I'm not even joking. This ice cream did not taste like the vanilla iced chips you usually get at buffet soft serve stations. This was outstanding ice cream, and I will be getting it again. Dessert had been finished, and now it was time to pay the bill. $44 for one adult dinner buffet. $7.92 was the gratuity that was baked into that, bringing it to a grand total of $55.94. That's right, $56 in total for one adult dinner buffet. Keep in mind, kids in this environment, ages 3 to 9, pay the price of $24, and both of those prices do fluctuate based on season and will no doubt fluctuate once again as soon as characters return to this experience. Goofy's Kitchen has always been a very reliable destination for me. I've heard people speak ill of their food, but I've never had a bad experience here. In fact, I've always thought very highly of the food quality, the food selection, and on top of that, the service in this environment has always been top-notch. Whether it's the folks cooking the food and cutting my meat, or the individuals refilling my drink or cleaning up, everybody was going above and beyond to make sure I was happy and enjoying myself, and I've experienced that every time I have been to Goofy's Kitchen. Now, for a price comparison, something I like to point out is that Storyteller's Cafe over at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa, they don't have characters at their dinner buffet either, and they charge the same price. Now, something worth mentioning here is that they have about half the selection that Goofy's Kitchen does in terms of overall food options. So definitely something to think about if you are trying to decide between the peaceful, serene, very quiet environment of Storyteller's Cafe, or if you're willing to put up with the more upbeat, more whimsical, more loud environment that is Goofy's Kitchen, it might be worth it just based purely on selection and value. Something I'd like to point out here is that the Southern Inn dining room in the restaurant has been frosted over in terms of windows for the sake of no longer being able to see the courtyard outside, and that's really because that courtyard is no longer a courtyard, it's a mound of dirt, and they're doing construction building the new Vacation Club Tower out there. Definitely something I wanted to note. Well, my friends, you tell me, do you think Goofy's Kitchen is worth the price tag right now without characters, or are you going to wait until characters return? Leave it in the comments. We always love hearing from you. Your perspective matters. For the Kingdom Report, I'm Wade Heath. We'll see you next time for another Disneyland Dining Review Time.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.